Ford quietly did something remarkable with the 5.0 Coyote V8, and if you blinked, you missed it entirely. They fixed the one problem that had been quietly embarrassing this engine for over a decade, and the results are now turning heads across the entire performance world. For more than 10 years, the 5.0 Coyote V8 stood as one of the most respected engines in modern American performance. Whether it was sitting under the hood of a Mustang GT or powering an F-150 down the highway, this engine delivered the kind of high-revving excitement and raw V8 character that enthusiasts genuinely cared about. At a time when competitors were shrinking displacement and bolting on turbochargers, Ford held the line with a naturally aspirated V8 that truly impressed. Strong power output, sharp throttle response, and a screaming redline that pushed past 7,000 RPM made the Coyote feel special from the very first day it arrived. But beneath all that excitement, there was a serious problem. Not a small inconvenience either. A persistent, well-documented issue that followed the Coyote engine through multiple generations and quietly damaged the confidence of serious buyers across the country. Owners talked about it endlessly on forums. Tuners warned customers about it before every build. Even Ford engineers privately acknowledged it existed. The Coyote had an oil consumption and cylinder wear problem, and for years, nobody publicly admitted just how significant it had actually become. The issue was not random or isolated. It appeared consistently enough to generate technical service bulletins, trigger legal action, and spark endless debate among engine builders and teardown specialists. The root cause came down to a combination of factors working directly against each other inside the engine. The plasma-transferred wire arc cylinder liners used in the Coyote were lightweight and efficient, but they were extremely sensitive to piston alignment and ring seal quality. Short piston skirts were designed to reduce friction, but they increased the risk of piston rock inside the bore. High RPM operation put intense side loading on the cylinder walls, and aggressive factory tuning pushed internal components hard even in completely stock form. Over time, this combination led to scored cylinder walls, compromised ring sealing, and oil being burned during completely normal everyday driving. One veteran engine builder described it perfectly. The Coyote was engineered like a race motor that had to survive like a daily driver. That is an incredibly difficult balance to strike. And in the early generations, oil control was consistently the thing that paid the price. For performance buyers, this was far more than a minor inconvenience. Owners reported adding oil between scheduled changes. Some noticed smoke under hard acceleration. Others simply lost confidence in the long-term durability of the engine and hesitated to modify or tune it any further. For F-150 owners, the concern ran even deeper. These were working trucks expected to tow heavy loads, haul cargo, idle for long periods, and accumulate serious high mileage over the years. The oil consumption issue felt completely out of place in that demanding real-world context. Ford had two choices available: walk away from the Coyote architecture entirely and start completely fresh, or go back inside the engine and fix what was broken at its source. They chose the considerably harder path, beginning with later third-generation revisions, and fully carried through to the most current versions of the 5.0 V8. Ford quietly implemented several critical engineering changes that addressed the problem directly where it originated. The most important change was a complete redesign of the pistons and ring pack. Ford revised the piston geometry to improve stability inside the bore, significantly reducing the side-to-side movement that caused so much internal damage at high RPM. At the same time, the ring pack was completely reworked to deliver better oil control without introducing additional friction into the equation. A powertrain engineer familiar with the update explained that the goal was not simply stopping oil burn. The real goal was making the piston behave consistently and correctly across the entire RPM range. The result is dramatically improved sealing and far more stable oil consumption behavior across all operating conditions and driving styles. Ford also refined the plasma-transferred wire arc cylinder liner manufacturing process itself, tightening tolerances and improving surface consistency across the bore. This directly reduced the likelihood of uneven wear patterns and improved how well the engine maintains its internal integrity over extended high-mileage use. Independent teardown inspections of newer high-mileage examples have confirmed these results clearly. Less scoring on cylinder walls, more uniform wear distribution, and better compression retention over time. These are not minor improvements at all. They represent a genuine and fundamental shift in how this engine holds up under demanding real-world conditions over the long term. The third major change came through updated engine calibration. Earlier Coyotes were tuned aggressively at high RPM, which created thrilling performance numbers, but also placed unnecessary stress on internal components. Over time, the revised calibrations, smooth power delivery at elevated RPM, reduce piston side loading, and improve thermal management across all driving conditions. Tuning experts who have worked extensively with both generations confirm that the newer calibration strikes a genuinely better balance between exciting performance and long-term engine longevity. The real world results back all of this up convincingly. High-mileage examples of the updated 5.0 are showing minimal oil consumption between changes, stable compression readings, and clean cylinder walls when torn down for careful inspection. Performance shop owners who spent years watching early Coyotes come back with serious oil-related failures are now reporting a completely different story. One shop owner put it very directly: the newer Coyotes do not come back on a flatbed for oil issues. That single statement alone tells you Ford finally got this right. For Mustang GT buyers, this fix restores complete confidence in one of the last great naturally aspirated V8s still being produced in America today. The modern 5.0 now delivers over 480 horsepower, a thrilling high revving character, outstanding aftermarket support, and dramatically improved long-term durability. Drivers can now enjoy pushing the engine hard without constantly pulling over to check the oil level between drives. For F-150 buyers, the improved Coyote becomes one of the most well-rounded engine choices across the entire truck lineup. Better long-term reliability for daily work use, improved oil stability under heavy towing loads, and significantly lower maintenance anxiety compared to earlier versions. For anyone who wants a naturally aspirated V8 instead of a turbocharged six-cylinder, the updated Coyote finally makes that decision feel completely free of compromise. There is also a much bigger picture worth recognizing here. At a moment when V8 engines face serious pressure from tightening emissions regulations and the rapid push toward electrification, Ford's decision to invest in refining the Coyote rather than retiring it sends a powerful and clear message. Industry analysts believe Ford remains fully committed to keeping V8 power alive as long as genuine demand exists in the market. The improved 5.0 provides a strong technical foundation for future performance models and proves that continued investment in internal combustion can still be completely justified through disciplined and intelligent engineering decisions. Ford did not hold a press conference about any of this. There were no bold public announcements or flashy marketing campaigns. They simply went back to the drawing board, identified exactly what was failing, and fixed it properly. By addressing piston stability, ring sealing, cylinder surface quality, and engine calibration together, Ford transformed the Coyote from a thrilling but occasionally flawed engine into one of the most dependable high-performance V8s available anywhere on the market today. The modern Coyote is exactly what the original always wanted to be: fast, refined, exciting, and finally truly durable.